Good morning, good morning. First things first, coffee. Just a little update today. It's March the 31st. I was gonna do a music drive. I do that a couple of times a month or so, but I have nowhere to drive. Stuck in the house with this coronavirus uh, everywhere. Nobody in my family is sick, thank God for that. Um, Nobody that I know that's very, very close to me or to us is sick. Thank God for that. Now, I do know some people who got sick. I do know some people that lost somebody. So that's very sad. But I'm thankful that my family is not sick and no one in my very close circle has gotten sick from this. So thank God for that. I hope that all of you are staying healthy. I hope you're being a wise person and protecting yourself and protecting your family. Uh, the real heroes right now are medical workers and police officers and truck drivers and mail delivery people, people like that. Um, you and I don't have to be a hero right now unless you're one of those people. I'm a school teacher. I'm a music director, a church music director, but mostly a school teacher. So right now, my job is to stay home and to continue teaching and helping my students from home. So I'm basically getting out of the house maybe about once a week, um, and that's about it. I've been doing a lot of teaching prep. Um, I think that a large number of the population is adjusting or readjusting their opinion on school teachers, because I'm hearing a lot of comments from parents that have to stay home and help their kids with this new e-learning, remote learning. They're discovering that excuse me, teaching is not as easy as they thought. And this is these are parents who are teaching their own kids whom they know really well, and only one or two or three of them. Imagine having 20 kids in a classroom and they're not yours. You know them, but they're not your kids. It's different. It's a different relationship there. So I'm seeing a big shift in how many parents are starting to see what teaching really is about. Um, Also, this e-learning and the remote learning process is in some ways more difficult than classroom teaching, at least in the beginning. So I'm a music teacher. I teach general music and music theory and guitar class, piano class, chorus, things like that. And when I'm in my classroom and I have all my tools there, excuse me, and I have kids sitting there and there's open space and there's resources in my room, um, and I've been doing this for some 22, 23 years now, um, it kind of just goes. I mean, it's not easy. It's never easy, but it things kind of fall into place. You have everything there. This e-learning thing, um, remote learning thing, is quite difficult in right now in the beginning because I have to recreate that somehow, um, from scratch with no classroom, um, with no instruments there, and so on and so forth. So I've been very, very busy creating resources for my students. My current teaching assignment is it involves teaching about 600 students at my school. So that's quite a lot. Um, and I'm creating about 1 hour of instruction per week per grade level. And I'm teaching 6 grade levels. And, one option would be to to just provide resources that are already out there, and that's fair. There's great resources out there, but it felt to me like doing that would be just the easy way out, and just slap some links on there for the kids to go watch this and watch that. Instead, I decided to create the resources myself, so that I put in the hard work. But not only for that reason, the reason that I want to work hard, but also because I want this to be the actual things that we would learn in class if we had class right now. So I've been creating resources for things that I would have been teaching in my class now if we were in school. And it's been very time consuming because I'm creating YouTube videos for that. Some of them I double posted in here on my channel. Uh, if you watch my channel, you probably noticed this influx of tutorial videos on how to make your own guitar pick and how to tune your guitar and how to play Rocket in C on the piano and things of that nature. Now I'm not using this channel for my students in school. I have a separate channel for just them. But I did double post some of the videos in here because some of my subscribers here might find them helpful. So I did that. Very, very busy creating resources. And besides my schoolwork, I'm also music director at a fairly large church in the city. And I decided to help those musicians as well. I mean, as much as I can. We have some worship bands in training. These are young people between the ages of 12-ish. I think there's a couple who are even 10 years old, into the upper teen years, like 18, 17-year-olds. Teenagers, most of them are teenagers. And there's 4 worship bands that are in training, and each worship band has about 10 members in it. A couple piano players, 2 or 3 guitar players, a bass player, a drum set player, 4 or 5 singers. So I'm trying to provide resources for them, so as they stay home, they don't have to stop their progress, and I'm creating all these resources for them as well. So I've been extremely busy with that, and I'm using a new MacBook. It's a MacBook Air, and I don't know what to look at. There's a camera here, and I'm it's a little bit strange. I'm also using this microphone for the first time. It's a blue snowball microphone, and I'm trying to see how well it works. And there you have it. So anyways, I've been very busy with that. I've been trying to read a little bit. It looks like I have a lot of free time. I don't. I really don't have close to no free time. Here's a book I'm trying to read again. It's called inGenius. We read this in my school a few years back. It was a group book reading thing, and I really liked it then, and I want to revisit it. It's a book about different ways to be creative, and this is a welcome topic right now. And if I end up reading the whole thing, maybe I'll make a post or two about the content of the book. Again, it's inGenius, a crash course on creativity by Tina Seelig. So that's that. On practicing my instrument, my own music, it's been a struggle for a few days, because those of you that play classical guitar will understand this. um, fingernails. Um, you know the saying, if it's not broke, don't fix it. So um, I tried a new thing with my fingernails, a new shape, and I usually go with a round shape that follows my fingertip. And I tried a sideways thing, like a lot of classical guitarists do. If you're a classical guitarist, you know what I'm talking about, like Scott Tennant and even David Russell. People like that will file their nail, if I can show you, in a oblique kind of way, because that's how your fingernail approaches the string. I usually go with a round thing. I just file my fingernail in the same shape as my fingertip, and I just adjust, and I got used to that. And earlier this week I was watching some videos, and I decided to try something new, and it's just not working for me. I think I went too far on the side, so uh, I have to work much harder to get a clean sound than before. So I've been laying off of practicing for a few days until they grow back up and I can reshape them in a in a better way. So so that's that. Um, so just a little update on what's happening. Um, if some of the small videos that are popping up in here are bothering you, if that's not something you know, just don't watch them. That's okay. I do have to help. The ones that are on this channel are for the kids in my junior bands, in my youth bands at church, and the ones that are for my classroom, I'm not putting them on here. There's a lot more of those. Um, but uh, if these are something you don't want to watch, just skip it. That's fine. Um, I'll try to get back into posting more classical guitar videos and piano videos and music theory videos and things like that. Um, but I have to do my job first. That's my first priority. And like I said, for the first few weeks, this remote learning thing is going to be much more difficult than most people would have expected, just because I'm kind of starting from scratch. I don't have a good piano at home. I have a piano at home, but it's a digital piano, but it's not a superior instrument, and I can't record like multiple tracks. I could, but I have to use GarageBand, and it's complicated. And the sound quality is not that good if you go to the other instrument patches. So I'll just skip on that. So it'll take me a while to find a efficient way to create um, resources for my classroom and for my musicians at church. Anyways, I'll stop here. I'm rambling. I'm sorry about that. Um, Thanks for checking in. Just want to give a little update. Um, I have some Carcassi music possibly coming up, but these have to grow back up a little bit, and then I'll get back into practicing. In the meantime, I hope that all of you are staying healthy. I hope that you're a wise husband, a wise father, and keep your family safe, like I am, and healthy. And if you have any questions or comments, if you just want to say hi, feel free to do that at the bottom. I don't know how the image thing is going to work with the new MacBook camera. I don't know where to look. I think it's there, but I'm not sure. And the sound. So, but thanks for listening. Thanks for checking out my rambling. I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you're all staying safe and healthy. God bless you. See you next time.